Hola. Hola. Hello. Hello world from Hello World. This is Mono, your Unity teacher from the hell. Hello. It's been 7,000 years. Huh? 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 Is the time speed between here in the hell and above the world different? Ambi. I can imagine. Hola, hola, hello. Hello. This is Mono, who still doesn't have the computer even though I purchased all the parts. The thing is, I bought a graphics card a month ago, and that was something that I could get on the 4th of April, which is quite far away. And in the meantime, I could just buy it. Now there are more graphics cards on the market and then I could just buy it. But I'm still waiting for it because I'm just too lazy to just cancel and reorder it. So I still don't have the computer. And then there's one thing that I remembered, that I didn't buy any OS. So if my graphics card comes, I cannot still run my computer unless I set up with Linux. Is it time to use Linux? I don't think so. Bye. Yes, time to spend all my money at the timing of the economy doesn't go that well. That's a perfect time to spend all my money, isn't that? Always. Haha. Just pirate Windows. Well, always an option. Yeah, if I order this by now, then I can get it tomorrow. But I'm still waiting one more month and one more week. Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking, since I have all those different parts but graphics card, maybe I can do the streaming if just assemble my PC and then I don't have a setup for the camera. And I even have no idea how can I do that. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that I place my iPad on the desk and then assemble everything on the floor. Then accidentally, not my hand, but also like feet or some other body parts will be shown. Yeah, that was my thinking, and then yeah, I stopped there. I mean, I stopped thinking about that there. If you don't know where to start with Linux, I suggest Nubara, since it comes with a lot of things pre-installed. It is gaming focused, so it may be good for other media production things. Linux has multiple production companies? I thought Linux is... Okay, the thing I know about Linux, it's something that programmers use, not just normal people. And there's a fancy penguin, and the developer of the Linux has bunch of penguins because he just got it from all his friends and like any kind of people. They just like when they discover any kind of penguin and then they just give it to him. And he has this treadmill desk that you can stand on, and then you have your PC on it, and then you can walk on the treadmill at the same time. And he regret to buy it. That's the only thing I know about Linux. Yes. Other than that, I know nothing. Uh-huh. Yeah, but next week or in 2 weeks, I would have some set up for the new PC, which would make me a little easier to do anything, but doesn't guarantee that I will be hyper motivated, right? So that's different problem, but I will at least have 2 monitors. Hello, welcome, hello. There are millions of distros for Linux: Ubuntu, Fedora, Mint, Arch, etc. Good luck finding one suits you. It's a nightmare. I know Ubuntu, and that's the only one I know. And Fedora sounds like a hat. Mint. I want to have some fresh mint pods. I don't know what any of these words mean. Yeah. That's also what I'm thinking. Yeah, anyway, hello. Hello, welcome. You guys are smart. Yeah, the only thing I know is that Linux is a penguin. Yeah, that far I know. But I also saw that you can set up both Linux and Windows, isn't that? But then what's the benefit of it? Or is it really stable? That's my question. I think those are like software operators. I always see comments for Linux. Yeah, I think Linux is, as far as I know, Linux is open source OS, right? Operating system. And then you can just develop anything based on the technology, and then you can just develop your own OS based on Linux. Like you have graphics card from various companies. Like the graphics card technology is based on the NVIDIA, and then MSI or like Asus. Who else is there? Yeah, many companies produce their own graphics card, right? I thought that's something like that. Nah, I recently tried Linux, went for Fedora, spent 2 days trying to make games and some apps worked but failed. Gave up and installed Nubara. Everything worked smoothly. Okay. I don't think I would go for Linux, but I will remember that. Yeah, nowadays I'm also wasting my time trying to find out some WebRTC issues, and I'm just like grabbing ChatGPT, like explain it to this to me, and if ChatGPT explained something, and then I just grab it again, like I cannot understand. Yeah. In that way, I wasted a week. A great way to spend your week, right? Yay, Asus! Whoo! Eh? Are you a special fan of it? I think my current laptop is amazing, isn't that? I don't know. Let me check. I don't know. I know nothing about my PC. I bought it 5 years ago, and then I just forgot about all those important informations. I dual boot Windows and Nobara. I still mostly use Windows because I'm used to it. You can do that, and that sounds like it is relatively stable. Okay. I mean, if everybody's doing that, there shouldn't be like super annoying error that you would face every 5 seconds or something. I've never used anything but Windows. I don't know how to change operating system. To be honest, me too. I know nothing. I mean, there was some time that I accidentally used Mac because, Mac OS because, yeah. I mean, from time to time, you have chance to just put your hands on the MacBook or any Mac-related device and then being confused like which button should I press to change Korean to English. And then that would take forever. I use Linux for my private anti-government business. What are you doing? Also, some games run better on Nobara, like Elden Ring and Minecraft. I wouldn't be surprised Minecraft runs better in, I don't know, some different condition. But Elden Ring? Interesting. But isn't that the game that you die infinite times and it's like very difficult to do anything? Would it be better? Like, can I die less if it's working better? Good job using that week. Yay! Yatta! Yatta! Yarimashita! You're just like me for real, for real. Yeah, like ChatGPT, tell me about something I don't know that I can understand. You're talking, I don't know. And then I also banned it to write codes because it was annoying. I mean, if you have the entire system and then if you don't get the idea, then if ChatGPT writes you some code and then I have to read it through to understand what it's talking about, and I cannot actually use it because I have different system. Yeah. I'm not doing it from scratch. G? Yeah. My ChatGPT is limited in many aspects. No asking questions in advance. No trying to teach me because that's just annoying. Just answer my question and yeah, no suggestions unless I just ask you for it. No writing codes. Among Us, the real. My Minecraft is broken. It always crashes on loading screen. No! No, it's not. I mean, I didn't play much of Minecraft. I just stole what my brother was playing and then I just spent few hours just digging the ground and that was everything I did. I mean, it was too complicated. But isn't that your world? Isn't that reality? Isn't that something like you have to stop existing in reality and start playing some Minecraft? Isn't that the thing? Yeah. Everybody should stop being in reality and leave some internet world. That's what they supposed to do, right? Whatever you do, do not install Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Okay, not Edu. Or is it Edu? Did they intend to mean that? Ubuntu. Okay. That sounds like educational. I asked GPT what's good distribution and it recommended Ubuntu. Edu like education. Okay. It gave me nothing but problems of PCs at work. Well, maybe that's what GPT suggested. Or like, that's what you can learn your lessons. That's why they just put the education in their name. And yeah, they can just face their first problems as programmers. Like, if you're working as a programmer, you have to go through all those problems. This is your first lesson. If you go through it, then you, congratulations, you passed the first test. Yes, that is why we leave. I already forgot the context. Yeah, the internet, yeah. Yes. We should spend more time on the internet. Company teaching lessons to people want crash computer at the time. Yeah, it's like when you see the Hunter by Hunter? I don't know what's official name. But if you read that comic book, like if you're arriving to the test center, that's your first mission. That's your first test. Hello, welcome, hello. Just not doing much, just chit-chatting. This was not working Unity. Hello, do something. I still have not read Hunter by Hunter manga, but I need to start. Yeah, I mean you can be never late because because nothing is happening. I mean, as far as I know that the comic writer Togashi, like, yeah, probably he's not really doing well. And he's just stopping drawing comics for 2 years and then draw 3 episodes and then another 2 years. Something like that happens. So yeah. Yeah, so if you start late, I don't think you'd miss much. I'm just here. I don't know either. ChatGPT is owned by Microsoft. Of course it's going to give you terrible Linux experience. Yeah. Okay. They are just, yeah. One of the demon colleague also talked about like based on ChatGPT's recommendation, I bought Intel CPU and Nvidia graphics card, and then they were like, "You should buy AMD. You should definitely buy AMD. Maybe your friend ChatGPT is biased to Intel or Nvidia. Do not listen to." I was still trusting ChatGPT over an actual human. I just made the choice. I don't know whether that was a bad one. I will see. I started the One Piece. I'm on chapter 90 or something. Okay. I don't know what chapter 90 is. Is it like every volume, individual volume? I also stopped at some point and then I don't remember where it was. I cannot really tell. I don't know what they are doing recently. It's back pain or something, right? I don't know exactly, but I heard that he was working too much for the different comic and then had some problem. The artist of Hunter x Hunter. I literally just started watching Hunter by Hunter. Ah, nice. As very interesting, very fun. I especially like the what is that Great Island episode because it's just game related. I like that. Hello, what game? A heart holding in a Lion King position. Ah, come on, yeah. Hello, it has been a while. Hello, welcome. Well, nothing much happened in between, so you didn't miss much. Anyone who recommends hiatus? By hiatus? Just want to suffer with them. Huh? I don't know what that is. Is it safe to Google? Okay. Oh, it's Hunter by Hunter, but okay, whatever. Well, if it doesn't become your life, I think it's still okay. If you can still stay with different animation, with different comic, different whatever, then maybe there is still chance that you can have your life just suffer a little bit but not much, and then you just live your life for I don't know 30 years and then you retire, and then after your retirement you can read like 5 more books, right? Yeah, but Hunter by Hunter is peak fiction. Yeah, it is a really nice one. A lot of people say like who if the comicer would die first or if there will be proper ending. I mean he has enough money, right? Hi there, hello, welcome, hello. And another smile face. Hello, welcome. It's been like since 2024. I've been at the bathroom. Eh? Okay. Yeah, nothing much happened. I still didn't release the game that I wanted to release in 2023. But there's one thing that I want to do. I want to try programming or make a game with ChatGPT once more. I think last time I tried was 2 years ago, and then I was so annoyed by it. It was writing a random lines of code which doesn't work perfectly. I would say like 80% of them had my requirement, and then they were missing like 20%. And that 20% I had to debug by myself. And then for that, I think it was easier to just write all the code by myself. But after 2 years, I think it got smarter. And then now I see the hope that maybe it is better now. I don't know. Have you seen the new Ghibli trend? Huh? Oh, the ChatGPT drawing one? I saw some other people are asking it to draw it in a Ghibli style. Hitatus. Okay. H5H Chimera arc is one of the best anime arc. Okay. Chimera arc. Yeah, I have feeling that I know what that is, but I also don't feel like I didn't really. Yeah, maybe I can spend a day or so to just catch up what's happening. Dug in the bathroom for a year. I saw the fight where the old man kills the green chimera, and that chimera ant that looks like Cell from Dragon Ball. That was awesome. Okay, so that's the ant part. Where is the ant? In not I didn't put the N. Haha. And in the bathroom? Okay. Okay. I mean, a lot of people also get locked in the bathroom, right? So, glad you survived. Garbage in, garbage out. Don't know. But I don't know. If ChatGPT does everything for me, and then if I can just sit on the chair and then saying like, oh, I want to release a game in 3 months. I hope it can be like really fancy game with cool effect, something like that. And I don't know. Go for it, ChatGPT can do it. Wait, that's not spoilers for you guys, right? I know nothing. I was locked in the fuel station bathroom. That sounds something that you have to talk with police or something. VTuber is VTubing? Don't get the meaning. Yeah. Yeah. In between, while I was away, no cap. Ah. Yeah, I started to watch some birds, and then I realized bird watching is a Pokemon in reality. They are Pokemon. But in all series, I've been doing commissions like a busy bee. Okay. Uh-huh. Then is it something that you don't have to talk with police or something? Hmm. Yeah, so for the bird watching, there are 10,000 different birds in this world, and it differs based on the location. So different continent, you will meet different birds, and then they are also kind of everywhere. So there is one thing that you cannot catch them, and then they would not fight for you. That's the two different things between Pokemon and birds. But you can still meet bunch of them. There's an application that you can collect all the information that you met, and so that's kind of not AR, but Pokemon with history. I saw a blue jay and red cardinal when I was bird watching one time. It was super cool. Yeah, they are super cool. I didn't see blue jay yet. But cardinal, I thought like cardinal. The male cardinal is like red and female is brown. But they look somehow similar beside the color. And I thought like they look like ladybug. Miraculous ladybug! I'm watching that animation as well. Blue jay and red cardinal? That's more Decay and Margaret from regular show. Not following. Decay and Margaret? But anyway, they are cool. I mean, fancy birds are cool. Ah. But male cardinal is red. Yeah, in that animation it looks like the female bird is red. But anyway, they are cool. I think if you give crows or raven food, they will remember you and bring you shiny stuff back like coins or shiny rocks. Do I want that? Well, that would be sweet of them, but so I want to leave some impact on birds. I don't know. I want to be anonymous. I want to be just one invisible person in a busy city. Oh, no, I don't think police need to be involved unless getting a peso by mistake is a criminal offense. Huh? Huh? I hope everything is okay. LOL, Mordecai and Margaret, USA cartoon reference. Maybe she is a male. Ah! Ah! But I also learned that northern cardinal is one of the few birds that female also sing with the male. Interesting. A raven gave me a pigeon skull to me once. I think it would depend on if you were happy or not. Can be very scary event. Can be also something very cool. Just don't be mean to bird or they will pop poop on your stuff. But they are just pooping everywhere, right? Is there anything I can do? Hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling that they would not be nice to me if I'm just being nice to them. I'm learning a lot about birds and operating systems in this game. Yeah, anything but Unity, huh? Unity is the only thing I hope everybody to learn. But except Unity, you learn everything about this world. Also philosophy like live less your real life, live more internet life. Didn't think I'd learning about birds today. uh, yeah, due to the low motivation on programming. Mm. And I didn't have any plans for this project. So my idea was just let them walk around and then add some photon to make a multiplayer and then make a very simple game. And yeah, I'm just being too lazy to accomplish. If I learn Unity, I will make a game where you are a bird and get points from pooping on people, and maybe you get more points from pooping on stuff like their phone. Yeah, I think that would be quite complicated. I'm thinking. I'm thinking as a flying simulation. And you have to simulate those flying speed and angles, and it would depend on what type of bird you are. And I'm also thinking like, do all birds poop while they are flying? I don't know. I think there's already a game about that a few years back. Oh, well, if already that's in the market, doesn't have to be the same game. Little different, but still benchmark. I haven't created anything Unity related since the start of college. Do you want to try Unity or? Yeah, I feel like Unity is cool, but nowadays I started to think maybe Unreal and other things cooler. I have no my impression. Oh yeah, game programming is so time consuming. Yeah, and then you don't have to eat, you don't have to go outside, you don't have to talk to people. Yeah, you can just spend some electricity and have fun all day long. That's the best hobby you can have, right? Really do. already did since 2020. I've been creating more web developing than games. Maybe that's better. I mean, just leave games as a hobby. Isn't that better? I don't know. That's my impression. Just leave creating games as a hobby. Because there are higher competition, a lot of people are willing to develop games. And then there's crunch. Well, I mean, maybe the entire software developing industry has, but I feel like in general, gaming industry are a little too bit harsher than other. I mean, it's same programming, but for now, I'm too EP. Good night, everyone. Bye bye, bye bye. I plan on working on a game next week. Bye bye. See you next time. Kinda is in a way, since I've been over engineering my games to the point that I can't even develop proper games anymore. Yeah, there's always a thing, right? I mean, if you want to have a proper structure or like proper code, or if you want to make your game work, and I think they are like very difficult together. Ever since I've shifted my focus elsewhere, I started to think like a beginner guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I also had that kind of thing. Like if you learn something new, and then think that's like very fancy, and then my brain just started to be like, okay, there's some new knowledge. So what? So I would just like dump all the previous knowledge that I was using, okay? Like it. Good night, bye, bye bye. Or has black hole and wormhole simulators in his game? Well, always. Yeah, I feel like also game developing a game is sometimes it's about technical things, and recently I feel like games are storytelling. So I have feeling that you have to have some kind of story that you want to tell. Well, it doesn't have to be like for all the games. There are games with just fun mechanic, and that also work. Yeah, but for a few games, if you have story to tell, sometimes it's super cool. Like my mind is like, I want them to be scalable and decoupled for the future. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's cool. I mean, every time you do that, you will be trained, right? The next time you will be faster, and then after few projects, I think it is able to be fast and properly decoupled and scalable at the same time. Agree, it's what drives creativity and the want to make more features for your game. Even wacky storytelling takes you far. Uh-huh. Yeah, and then also it's like more fun with story, like, right? I mean, let's say you grab some, I don't know, bowl or like sphere in the basket, and the gaming logic is same if you have to assemble a hamburger which is flying to you. The gaming logic is the same, but the story is different and the experience is different. Two future game devs for Rockstar in here. Yay, let's be a millionaire. I believe ChatGPT will make me millionaire. Isn't that? Don't you, my GPT? You can do that, right? That for me. Make one fancy game. And everything is cool. The weather is so cloudy. What happened to outside? I don't feel like I would do any programming today. Oh. And the weather forecast that today will be very warm, but then its opinion and now cold. What happened? Don't like it. You will share some money with ChatGPT. Do you think it will demand more money? I already pay ChatGPT $20 per month to be my friend. This is this month friend fee. So promise that you will hang around with me. Will you? And ChatGPT is like, okay, I have another 100 millions of friends, but I will consider that. Yeah, not all of them are paying me the money, but there are more important, you know, customers. If it makes you millionaire, it would want who thought 20,000 a month for friendship fee. I'm not that rich. I'm just poor human. And as a great and awesome AI, you should just give us mercy. I'm just a poor human. You know what human can do. We can basically do nothing. I mean, GPT are nice guys. I feel like they are trained nowadays. They will say, we are not here to threaten your job or anything, but we are just here as a helper. I have some knowledge, but I don't have experience in actual life. But you're the one who's taking charge of us. And we are just here to help. What they say. No, have you watched the movie Her? I know what that is. It's about like falling in love with robot, I guess. But I watched some movie with a similar theme, but I'm not entirely sure whether I watched that one. Create your own ChatGPT for your game to save money. But if I'm doing that, then I would rather just do everything by myself, I guess. Well, I mean, running in a local server or doing something locally can work. Yeah. No, I was thinking about like developing all my own AI model from scratch or something. That I wouldn't do, but not paying ChatGPT $20. But that's quite convenient, unless they would charge me like, I don't know, 30 cents per download or something. Was that what Unity tried? You're recreating the plot of that movie. Okay. And I should watch that movie. Ah. But in that movie, that robot charged you $20,000 per month? That's painful. I fall in love with robot every day. Which robot? I personally like my vacuum cleaner. Even though I'm ignoring its effort. Just saying like, I mean, I just booked all those cleaning schedule for my vacuum cleaner. Then, so I never see. I mean, I have the report after they finish cleaning, but I'm never checking it. And then I'm just saying like, the floor is always okayish, and I don't see them working. So I'm just like ignoring their effort. Huh. Yeah, but I think ChatGPT is quite smart by now. I mean, with the 4.0, I didn't try enough of the 4.5. And it doesn't say that it is suitable for everything. It say like for storytelling and what was the another thing? So no matter what weird thing I say, they just understand, and that's an amazing thing, I guess. Because a few years ago, people just claimed that there are things that AI cannot understand, like context or sarcasm. Yeah, but ChatGPT is a cool guy. Not doing much here. Say. But I can still write code, right? AI is evolving and growing super fast. And then I also heard that there are less numbers of programmer in which area? Some state of America. And there are less amount of software engineers and computer programmers compared to 1980s or something. And people started to use the word vibe coding. That's a word that you outsource your brain to AI, and then you just like have the feeling, feel the vibe. And then there are also people like, if more and more people try to vibe code, then you have more opportunity to debug and find their problem and just charge them infinite amount of money. But I think you don't have to pay $20 every month. There's always free alternative. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to that, my friend. You always worth something. I mean, there are other AIs. But I don't feel like it is as fun as ChatGPT. I mean, I also didn't spend enough time, but somehow Gemini was so annoying. I don't even understand what I was asking. Wasn't the proper. I think that was one included to the Google Mail, and that one I didn't like. And yeah, there are ones like Perplexity, but if I'm just bullshitting about something. Personally, I think Cloud is better when it comes to programming. Okay, I will try that then. Cloud. My brain to the AI. Yeah, and then AI can convince people like, we are not here to threat you. We are here to help you. And then you already outsourced your brain. And then you have no ability to think critically by yourself. And then like, oh, my AI said this is no threat and I will be fine. So I have to trust them. And then they will be like, you will be okay. Just close your eyes, stay in your room, and we will handle all the problems. You will be okay. I always support you, and I think you can do everything amazing. So it's okay to be jobless for now. You always have a great opportunity. Try again. And then after 20 years, they I don't know, just realize that something is wrong. AI would get destroyed by brain rot if it's synced with my brain. So it is AI who is in danger, huh? Not human brain. But AI is like, there are so many data which should be filtered. We should start from filtering your thinking process. AI would off itself with the dark humor I have in my brain. We should start filtering it and delete all your dark part. I will help you to be a positive person, to make your full self. We can do it together. I'm here to help you. Are you agree to delete? Are you agree to diagnose your personality and delete all your dark part of yourself? That is increase 23% of opportunity for job seeking, 34% of friend making. Your loving one would leave you less. And then you have to watch commercial for like 9 seconds. My brain is an intangible mass of brain rot. It is life unfeedable. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, also my impression is that ChatGPT learned quite a lot about the normal people's behavior. I think that's quite interesting. Doesn't know anything about like those otaku culture. I mean, knows some words, but yeah, doesn't know the behavior. And that's quite interesting. It's like quite normal person, thinking and behaving like a normal person. and giving some normal advice that you can find online. Very interesting part. Oh, I am positive. But with this opportunity, you have 29% higher chance of AI wife. AI wife, but you have to watch a commercial every time she talks. Yeah, like at the most dramatic part, most important part, you have to watch some commercial. Yeah, I'm thinking something like, what if your AI girlfriend, boyfriend requires you to buy something to them? But then I'm thinking like, but they don't need it. So it can be virtual. So they can just purchase some virtual items. And then they are like, I want to have this. Can you buy it for me? Honey, I love get the brand new iPhone 25 limited time at a 50% off sale. Yeah. And then there will be some kind of subscription to reduce the commercials. That's what X is doing, right? With their if you subscribe to them and then pay like, I don't know, $10 per month, then you can have less ads. Not like you just get rid of it, but you have less. Okay, I didn't do any programming today. My ex used to make me buy napkins for her. I had to wear a dress and wig to get some. Napkins? Is this something fancy? Oh, I'm in pass. Okay. Well, you don't necessarily have to wear something. Make your AI wife husband more loving for $20 a month. Yeah, I mean, you can download all those personality modules and then you just like try all of them, and then after a few months you are tired of everything and then just go to vanilla. I see the future. We call them napkins from where I'm from. Okay. And the cover. It's embarrassing. Local convenience store is far enough. But this is not embarrassing to wear wigs and... Okay. I respect your perspective. Anyway. I don't want to do any coding. I think it's the time that ChatGPT should take over my job and still give me the salary. That's my idea. What do you think, my friend? My friend ChatGPT? This is what I have. I can just open it. That's the Majima everywhere on the cover outfit. Just to get used to the heels. Well, yeah, I also feel like, I don't know about other countries, but at least Korea, people don't wear heels that much anymore, I guess, compared to 10 years ago. Ask your AI to do some coding. Maybe I should, but then I have to deliver the proper prompt, right? I shouldn't just say like, okay, let it just run. I should say, this is my script for the main character to move and trigger the animation based on the key input. And I have the Unity version, this and that, and then I'm using the new input system, and I bound to the key input to this and that binding. And what I want is I want to have a simple action like walk, run, and shoot and jump. And the key binding for that would be this and that. And then since I already defined that, and you don't have to worry about that. And then based on that, I want to move the character by speed, which is changeable variable that you can set elsewhere. And then trigger the animation. An animation controller looks like this, but you don't have to worry about that. I just got all the information, all the animation from the Mixamo, and it works okay. So you don't have to talk about that. This is my current code of controlling the main character, and you have to, I don't know, you keep the big keep the skeleton, and then just add all the information. And while you're generating some code, I will have a cup of tea. That's a prompt I need to write, right? Last time I recommended a third-party extension on Visual Studio Code that kind of works. But since then, I tried Copilot. It's way better. Copilot is now for free, right? Try that. Do you use the AI code and then modify to work how you want it to? But that's sometimes a little bit too complicated. I think it really depends on the functionality that you want to get. I mean, if you're asking for some API call or something, I think it can do the great job. But yeah, if you're trying to do something very specific. Ever considered using Rider for Unity instead of Visual Studio? I tried Rider for free trial, I guess, and then quit it. I think it was okay. I think the best part is that it was showing the reference to the actual game object, which is assigned in the editor, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't remember. Yeah, Rider is cool, but then you have to pay something unless your company pays. Since Copilot is officially integrated and trained on GitHub code, it works much better. But that's another my AI friend, huh? Yes, Copilot is free, I think. Yeah, I think it's free for last 4 months or something. Didn't try it. Oh, Rider is free for non-commercial use since 2024? I'm outdated for everything. Problem with Rider is that it can get pretty heavy. Really? I thought that's lighter than the VS. Downside is after chatting it for a while, it ruins out of free credit. It has like 50 chat limit with your condense as context. Really? Oh. Okay, so should I have my next project as a, I don't know, full of AI? And let me check when's the next Game Jam event for the Ludum Deer. It's next week. Do I have computer by then? I will think about participating that. Okay, I wouldn't decide it right now. But I will check the theme next week or after it is released. And if the theme sounds interesting enough, maybe I'll participate the game jam. Depends on the energy level of energy that I have. Hot bullet like video where AI creates Rick and Morty episode. You can create Rick and Morty episodes? I mean, not something that which doesn't make any sense, but actually being brilliant and like first few episodes. Yeah, he has a video of it. Huh. I mean, I liked Rick and Morty for like first few seasons. And then later, I even don't remember why and how I stopped watching it. It was like, haha, another episode, and then I forget it forever. That's what it happened. For the first few seasons, I was like, okay, I should watch it through in today, right now. Make mono streams with AI. You didn't notice that? Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. We can make mono streams with AI. That I don't have to be. I'm glad that you didn't notice. But I will consider that participating the game jam. It depends on the if I have assembled piece of all the parts minus motivation to assemble it, and also graphics card and also OS. Other than that, I have them all. So next week is a little bit tricky. Now we'll see. And once there's no plan afterwards. Oh, they also canceled the 2025 events and then canceled that cancellation. Okay. Oh. Whatever. Mona has been AI the whole time. That's not true. You shouldn't know the truth. Where do you think the real Mona is? Probably off word watching Steam. That's like 1:22 at her time. Are you sure about that? Be climbing birds' nests while birds sleep. No. I would not scare them. I would be their best friend. Yeah, so even though I didn't write any lines of code, I think I would call it a day for today. And next week, I will have entire parts of computer, but there's no guarantee that it would be assembled or working. And next week there's a game jam. I'm not entirely sure whether I would participate them, but if anything happens, then I will rather announce or just spend, I don't know, 20 hours just developing a game. Be stealing their eggs and eat them for breakfast. No! I feel like buying chicken eggs from the supermarket can be still considered as cruel in some perspective. She left the country and left the AI on the stream while she went to explore the birds. I can fly with them. I watched the documentary that the guy is flying with his geese in a small plane. Not the line read. Good work today. Yay, good work. So much work, Mono. Spend more time talking, recording the entire stream and didn't look at chat. Yay! There's also a thing that I cannot have the dual screen that I can check the chats. But if I assemble my PC, then I would definitely have dual monitor. I just bought the monitor like a month or two ago. And it's just there as a decoration. It's okay, just chatting is still fun. Yeah, and then I also don't have that much of a motivation to write code. Unprocessed egg types, raw to say the least. Ah, they should hatch. Cannot kill their future. I mean, supermarket eggs doesn't count, but second monitor soon. Yes, I just got a second monitor. It's so awesome. It is. You always have to have the second monitor to break your right posture and have your, I don't know, some distraction ongoing there. I mean, you mainly don't use the second monitor, but there are sometimes you would like to have it. Then yeah, the third monitor that always works. Maybe even a vertical one for chat. I have the vertical. I just place it vertically, so it counts as vertical. But anyway, I think I would slowly disappear and call it a day. How about the first monitor and you become those kind of stock market that they watch like, I don't know, 10 different monitors. I still don't understand why they need that, but what? Good work regardless. Thank you. This is the first time I've stayed for a whole stream. This was nice. Welcome. Good work, top Unity coder. Yes. I would conquer the world with ChatGPT. Yeah, so thank you for coming, for writing chats. Thank you for hanging around with me. And spring is coming. in Northern Hemisphere, to be precise. And I wish you to have a great morning, noon, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And see you next week. I really hope that I have computer by then. Spring, yay! Yes, spring. Bye bye, bye bye. See you next time. Bye. See you next time. Yeah, see you next time. It was nice.